You're standing in line at the grocery store. 30 seconds pass. Your hand is already in your pocket. The phone is out before you decided to take it out. Scientists used to call that itch a flaw in your attention. The real answer is far stranger. That itch might be the oldest survival tool you own, and you could be the last generation alive who still knows how to feel it. The word boredom didn't exist in English until the 1850s. Charles Dickens used it in Bleak House. Did people before that never feel restless? Not exactly. Their minds were rarely empty long enough to notice. A hunter walking through tall grass wasn't idle. Their mind was scanning constantly, comparing what they saw to what they expected. Psychologists call this vigilance. It feels nothing like waiting in a checkout line. Modern boredom is what's left when there's nothing to scan for. No threat, no opportunity, just empty time. And your brain doesn't know what to do with emptiness, so it reaches for anything nearby. In 2014, psychologist Timothy Wilson at the University of Virginia asked people to sit alone for 15 minutes with nothing to do but think. Many found it so unbearable that, given the option, they chose mild electric shocks instead. Why would a healthy brain choose pain over quiet? Because an empty mind isn't empty. It's loud. Remove the noise outside, and every unresolved worry inside gets the volume turned back up. Here's the twist. Boredom researcher Sandy Mann at the University of Central Lancashire gave people tedious tasks, like copying numbers from a phone book, then tested their creativity afterward. The bored group outperformed everyone else. Their minds, with nothing left to chew on, had started inventing their own material. Boredom isn't a void, it's pressure. And pressure pushes the mind toward invention. Give a child a cardboard box in an empty afternoon, and the box becomes a spaceship. Give them a screen instead, and the inventing stops. Not because imagination disappeared, because the itch found an easier target. John Eastwood, a psychologist at York University, defines boredom as wanting to be engaged and failing to find that engagement even when options exist. Notice what's missing. It doesn't require silence. You can be bored while scrolling. That static, half-engaged feeling may be the most common form of boredom alive today. The tools built to end boredom may be removing your ability to use it. Every notification fills the exact 15 minutes Wilson's participants found unbearable. It works so well that the mind rarely gets far enough into the discomfort for the creativity to begin. Even hunter-gatherer life had long idle stretches. Anthropologists studying the Hadza of Tanzania found that subsistence work fills only a few hours a day. The rest is rest. So the feeling itself isn't new. What's new is what fills the gap the instant it appears. That gap used to belong to your imagination by default. Now it belongs to whichever app responds fastest. Every time you feel the itch instantly, you're not removing boredom. You're outsourcing the moment it would have turned into something of your own. Discomfort was never supposed to feel good. It's the same discomfort that once pushed your ancestors out of a cave and towards something better over the next ridge. Comfort never invented anything. Discomfort always has. So maybe the question isn't whether boredom is good or bad. Maybe it's whether you'll be one of the last people who still knows how to sit inside it long enough to see what it makes. Next time the itch arrives, before your hand reaches for the phone, pause for 1 second. Notice it. That tiny itch is not weakness. It's still waiting to see what you'll let it build.